Is that it? Is that it? I think so. Welcome, everyone. Well. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back and welcome to Anonnie's Temple. Welcome to the Temple of the High Priestess for the prophecy reading. Someone's very happy to hear from you. You can call me Anonnie. I am a tarot reader, a channeler, and intuitive for divine sourcing Christ consciousness energy, and I'm here to deliver the prophecy reading for you all on this day. I feel here like one person's happy to hear from you, another person is desperately seeking out your advice. I feel like these are energies that are coming through, so let's see what the divine has for us on this day and what the message is for me to deliver. Things have been quite busy, but in a good way. I know it's been a hot minute, okay, since I've done a reading for you all. So I just want to say I'm grateful for you all being here, and for you watching these videos, for you watching my channel. So I'm going to do my best to tap in to deliver this prophecy reading for you all. Let's see what comes through. So let's tap in. They are showing me someone here is driving a truck. This could be a moving truck, but in some ways I'm also seeing a transportation service, as though someone has to, or someone has hired someone to drive in a truck to transport goods or to transport their furniture through some mountains or through a very long distance. In many ways, it seems like it's from one coast to the other. So it's not something that simply one person could really do by themselves. I feel like there's a hired service to transport goods or furnitures or personal items from one side of the coast, perhaps of the United States, to the other. It's way too long of a distance, and so this is not something that someone would actually just do on their own. It's really literally something that you would hire someone to do, or hire a professional company to take care of. And I'm seeing someone take some time for respite by a waterfall or by a coast, especially where there's a lot of sea foam. You know, when you go by the water side, or you go by a lake, or by I'm hearing like a water fountain, or when you go by a waterfall and there's like the suds, or like the foam that is on top of the water. Okay. Thank you, divine creator of all things, source one divine. Benevolent ancestors, angels, guides, guardians, and deities upon me. I receive your divine messages with clarity. I deliver them with integrity. I feel them with love, and I share at most, everything that you would allow me to share in preservation and to preserve the highest divine timeline of beloved love, wealth, prosperity, health, goodness, and fulfillment, and good cheer. Thank you, Creator, and thank you all. I love you, Ashe. And I receive your love too. Thank you. I almost feel like someone's traveling from Portland with their sister. They're showing me this type of dress code and hairstyle that reminds me of when I lived in Portland, Oregon. Like a brown hair, a wolf cut, someone wearing like a daisy type of crop top and like corduroy orange shorts. Like they're showing me a very type of Portland, Oregon liberist white woman. Someone going like this, like they're nervous. Someone self-soothing, rubbing their hands, going like this, like they're nervous for a move. They're nervous for something to change. They're nervous for this big life transition, this big life shift. And they sought out support of some friend or some sister to do this. And this person is feeling this energy that's coming through is feeling antsy. It's like antsy, like before you need to give a big presentation, or antsy before you decide to change something about your life. And it's like the change ensues the next day. It's that type of feeling. It's not negative at all. It's really just like anticipation, nerves, excitement, like a sort of everything wrapped up in one. I also heard a gurgle of vomit. Sorry, I know that sounds strange, but I just heard that. So I think maybe this person's feeling a bit nauseous too, but all of this is it's expected. Thank you. You have the star coming out again with the Queen of Swords. This I'm right on track here. There's something here about like a red barn, a red baron, some type of bar that they go to that's called like the Red Baron, the Red Bar, the Red Barn, the Red Farmhouse, or a red farmhouse is significant here. Like it's owned by the family, or this is some type of bar or place that someone frequents. Divine, I want to receive your messages with clarity. I ask for linear thinking and linear downloads, please. Thank you. They're showing me this like black ball with spikes on it, like what you would see when you watch SpongeBob. I don't know if that's like an anemone. What is it called when it's like that sea urchin? Thank you. They're showing me urchin, like, or like a sea urchin. Perhaps this person, I feel like maybe they're celebrating. So they're going to eat sea urchin, or they're rewarding themselves with like delectable foods because they've made this decision. It's been a minute since I've channeled, so it's just going to take some time. They're showing me this person may even be wearing a bracelet of pink Himalayan salt, or something about Himalayan salt. And I think this person may have recently gotten one ear or both ears pierced, and they're wearing earrings, even if they're a masculine. Give me some time. Like Rudolph. Somebody's name may be Rudolph or Randolph, or their father's name could be Rudolph and they have their father's middle name, or they have their father's name as their middle name. Randy, Ralph, Rudolph, something like this. Rutherford. Okay. I'm still tapping in, you all. It takes some time, it's like you need to breathe. You need the silence. You need to steady the mind, open it, and allow the intention to come through. They're showing me yellow corn, like someone takes a walk through tall yellow cornfields, but all of the stalks are yellow. It's like walking through very tall hay. This person may even prick off a leaf and like put it in their teeth. They find it calming to walk through the cornfields with all of it's interesting to say it, but like with all of the dead leaves or the yellow grass or the yellow corn stalks, maybe the yellow sunflowers, not meaning like the brown, the yellow dried out sunflowers. Like there's something here about some type of calmness about farm life or an indigenous life or a simpler means of living. And this is changing. And this person's nervous. They're wondering if where they're moving to will be as fulfilling for them. I mean, imagine going from a slower paced lifestyle to, I don't know, living in the suburbs or something like this, right? Like there's an intentional change that comes with this move where someone is in some ways allowing a closure to one type of a lifetime to experience a different one. And they know that this shift in their identity will be beneficial for them as well. In some ways, it's like they can't hide away in the highlands anymore. That's what they're telling me. They can't hide away in the highlands anymore. Like this person is feeling a sense of purpose now and a calling. Are you listening yet? They're feeling a sense of calling to almost re-engage with the common folk, so to speak, like to almost re-engage with the status quo, so to speak, of like the everyday normies, what they talk about, what they have small talk about, the travel, the way the suburbs are, the way the noise level, right? Of like living in the suburbs or having to travel or to walk through a city or, like to have there be a higher density of population of people, right? Like this person has been there before, but they've spent so much time in this simpler lifestyle that now I feel like they do know that the time has been spent there. It's like the time that they've had to spend there, the time's been spent. And now they know that there's a new transition. So they're doing their best to be open enough to this transition. I'm hearing, and there you are. Like in some ways, this person in this transition, they're nervous about finding people who are like them because they've been so far removed from maybe some more complicated areas of life, like some more complicated lifestyles, that they're nervous to be like, oh yeah, I spent like 2-3 years on quiet lands where there were no, I don't know how to say this, almost like where there's no public transportation or something. Like, I'm not sure of how to say this, where there's like a quieter, simpler lifestyle. And I think this person is wondering like what it will really feel like to re-engage with society as it now stands. Like what has changed in society? What has changed about people? And there's so much that has changed about themselves. But they'll connect with you. And they will find a home with you. There's even a gift that this person may have received from a meaningful figure that they were connected to during this time. When I keep hearing it, like when they were in the highlands or when they were, I don't know, like in the Himalayan mountains, like I don't know. But it's like they're showing me like there's something in their hand that it almost feels like an heirloom. It has that deep of a sentimental value, like it's an heirloom. And I see this person gifting it to you in this intention and to communicate to you that they want to start a family with you. In some ways, almost like, oh, how do I say this? Give me a second. Excuse me. It's almost like, in some ways, like, I keep hearing something like, take this, Simba, like from the Lion King. Like, take this relic, take this heirloom, take this and give it to, you'll know when the time comes to when you're meant to give this to someone. You know, like there's something very cherished and meaningful about them giving this to you. And I actually see them giving this to you quite early because they've received the feeling. Right? I see them actually giving this to you quite early because they've received the feeling, and that was their instruction to give it to you at that time. And I think by any outside perspective, or I see you and this person sitting on a bench, okay, at like a park, overlooking water or overlooking something, but sitting peacefully in the evening at a park bench. But I feel like from any outside viewer, it would seem like quick or rapid. But I think he knows to give this to you because you handled it perfectly, he says. You don't shy away from it. It's like you hold this jewel like it is a form or a sign of respect. It's like, you know, when you hold something and regardless of its actual weight, like you hold it in your hands. Like I see you like holding this thing like it's actually heavy because of how meaningful it feels to receive it from this man out of respect. So the music download that I received for this message is one that I've actually been receiving for at least 10 days. And you know how that goes. As I have explained, like I receive messages often, but I don't do a reading on every message that I receive. And as I've shared before, like physical reality things are expanding for me in positive ways. And so sometimes for extended days and hours, like that takes my attention, right? And the divine understands this. um, and so, okay, yes, they showed me something else to share. Thank you. Um, and so I've been receiving this music download from the song Are You Listening Yet by Harry Styles. And Harry Styles actually has another song that is connected to a reading that I've done that is a love reading. And the song for that reading was called Aperture. And to be a bit more personal, right? Because this gives background story as we are fractals of each other. There was a relationship that I thought was going to blossom, but it seemed as though it fell through the cracks. And when I moved recently, there was this song, this same song, Aperture by Harry Styles, that I would listen to on repeat. And it would make me so emotional. I remember once I listened to it at the park and I was in tears because it brought up within me how it just seemed like this crevice, this earthquake, this aperture just separated me and this person suddenly, and all of a sudden it was done. And I would listen to that song on repeat, and it got to the point where my guides were literally like, stop listening to this song because it's only making you even more upset. And so one day, I would say about within the past 2 weeks, I went out for a walk. And I walked maybe about 10, 15 minutes Well, actually, let me not say too much about my location, okay? But I went out for a walk and I was walking for quite some time, just listening to music. And I passed by a restaurant, and the restaurant was called Aperture, the same name as this song by Harry Styles. And so, as you can imagine, when I walked by, I turned the song on and I bursted into tears. I bursted into tears again to viscerally see a manifestation in my reality of this song that I had been so focused on, of this relationship that I felt had been suddenly destroyed, and the aperture that was left behind between the two of us. Such a manifester I am. So, all that to say, recently, and this is to say within this past week, I went out for a walk again, as I always do, and I ended up passing by this restaurant, and it had closed. And the sign, the lettering, Aperture, had been taken down. So it effectively became a hollow office space, a hollow building space. No chairs, no lights. It had been emptied, it had been gutted. And even the name had been removed. And so I found that to be so meaningful. And I wonder if the meaning will continue to be shared with me, maybe even in this reading, as though either the aperture has been traversed or that the aperture has been finalized and the timeline has been closed. So after that walk, I started to receive the music download for another Harry Styles song, which is called Are You Listening Yet? And in the song, Harry talks about, like, world is coming to an end, things are destructing, relationships are imploding. Is humanity going to listen yet? So I feel like there's a connection here between this energy that I connected to, this aperture in our relationship, to this energy finally listening to something that has shifted the relationship and the connection in some way. I feel like there could be or could have been this aperture between you and this person that could even literally be so far distant that they were on the other side of the country, on the other side of the continent, maybe even just on the other side of town. I don't know. But there's something here about how either that timeline has been closed or the aperture no longer exists, which means something has been traversed. I think what has happened here is that this person has listened to something that they've been told to do, to act on. And it involves them moving. And I think they're moving to you, to your area, to your vicinity, to be closer to you, to close the gap. Okay. My eyes are closed right now, so let me see. I'm hearing somebody say that they're taking the B train or something. I don't know what that's about. Like they're taking the B train or the B subway line. Okay. All right, I'm going to tap out of channeling and go into pulling cards here. 2 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, yeah. Okay. Where do you want me to start, Divine? I think I may start with Kipperish. I think some oracle cards right off to begin with will be helpful for me. It finally appeared, it was only love. Okay. I even feel like this person may wear some type of red cap. And I'm not talking about a political cap. Like, I feel like they may wear some type of like red hat or something. Okay, okay. All right, because the cards are getting jumpy, so let me do this. Thank you, divine creator of all things. Please, energy, come through. Show me what it is you would like for me to share. Thank you, Ashe. Okay. Well, that's an interesting start. No matter what someone has said, they cannot hate. Whoa, my candle just flickered. No matter what someone has tried to say about you, maybe it's this sister, maybe it's some type of friend, this person's affection towards you have not changed. Their affections haven't changed, their emotions are the same. They still feel as much for you as they did when they first met you. This is someone who could have even tried to take the route of, I guess this is an intense way to say it, but demonizing you. You know, like when you like someone so much and then something happens, it's like then you turn into someone who cannot stand them. This is showing that there's some type of fine line between love and hate between you and this person. But it's like when the truth would come out and when the push comes to shove, there's a lot of feelings and emotions that you have towards each other. There's a lot of love that you feel towards each other. And hate is completely weak in the presence and in the face and in the recognition of the love that the two of you share and in the love that this person feels for you. It's even like there could have been a little parrot or someone, and whoever this friend is, I'm getting that they have blue eyes that's standing out. But it feels as though whoever this hater was kind of like a parrot or somebody who was chirping in this person's ear to try to convince them of your negative qualities. Still, it didn't work. It didn't work, and it's a doozy. Hold on, let me spit this gum out. Excuse me. Show me, please. Could I have one more, please, right here? Thank you, Source. Look at this. Hater and enamored in the reversed. Not only was this person a hater, but they were trying to actually win this person's affection over you. How ridiculous. Show me a couple more, please. Thank you. Ascending. Mature and sweetheart. Show me one other one for this hater, please. Okay. Justice. Show me about this hater, please. I'm going to put this over here. Conflict. Exactly. Okay. With a love spell. You know why this person is still in love with you? It's because of how you carry yourself and your level of integrity. Because to show up as I feel what they're showing me here is not just that let me say it this way. You're showing up as the mature woman because you were the more mature woman. So I'm not seeing something that has to do with age. I'm not seeing anything like that. This person loves and adores you because you handle business and you focus on your ascension. You focus at times, I want to say, on your own peace in a very sweethearted way. So much so that you've handled a situation where there's a lot of conflict. You've handled it more maturely than whoever this hater is. And I feel here like this was the confirmation for this person as to why or how much they love and care about you. Because they watch this hater create so much conflict. They watch this hater have steam blow out of their ears. They've watched this person become angry with you, have their mouth twisted about you. And yet, the only thing that you continue to seek out is your ascension and justice. And so I feel here like there's a recognition that how could this person, in some ways, it's like, give me a second here. There's a recognition here that this person is a hater because they're so filled with hate. And I know that that sounds redundant, but when you look at this sweetheart who acted more maturely than this hater, it's easy to see how they are filled with love and ascension because of how you carry yourself. And so, in many ways, how could this hater, someone who's creating so much conflict, be the sweetheart or be on their ascension journey or be filled with love when they're surrounded by hate, conflict, anger, and aggression? It's like it has become so obvious that there's something else going on as to how this hater could receive anybody's affection. You see, this hater is angry because what you have here on your ascension journey is effortless manifestation for people becoming enamored with you, for people to like you, to have an affinity towards you. But look at how she is in this hater. Look at how she is in the reversed, and her hearts are in the reversed. Whereas you're the more mature person here, and your hearts are in the upright. This is someone who's so filled with aggression, conflict, and hate that even them trying to come across as a sweetheart like how you are is unbelievable. They can't believe it. Other people don't buy it, because they can tell it's not this person's true nature, no matter how they've tried to emulate your sweetness, no matter how they've tried to emulate your ascension. So the conclusion that has been seen by others here is that if there's anybody who actually feels like they're sweet onto this hater, it's because they're manipulative or they're manipulating them. And you can take this literally with a love spell as well. A glamour spell. Okay. What else do you want to show me here, Kipperish? Who is providing this Ace of Cups? Can you show us who this Ace of Cups is from? Okay. Change. Okay. Show me who this Ace of Cups is from. This is really strange, but I've never noticed that this name tag on this shirt actually says Amy. That may be significant, but it's just very ironic. I've never even noticed it before. Thank you. Change, North Node. Yeah, this is exactly what I've been sharing. Onto the pathway towards the sweetheart. So this person, self-love, this person has not yet 100% revealed themselves yet. This person who is giving you this cup of love, this person who adores you and who has seen you show up as more mature than someone else who's probably more mature than you are. That's why you're showing up as the more mature woman. Whoever this person is, they have switched gears. They are changing their life's direction and they are heading on the pathway towards you. Pathway, North Node, that fell onto the sweetheart with the energy of change here. Could be a King of Pentacles who's doing this. Can you show me a bit more, please? Thank you. A bit more, please. Thank you. High Priestess, they said I'm right on track. Nice guy. And look, there's something here about hearts. There's something here about how, like, whoever this person is that's giving you this cup of love, they were stuck in a dynamic where their kindness was being taken advantage of. I mean, don't these two look like they belong in a couple? These two look a lot alike. I feel here like this person wants to be with you because they're noticing that it's like you have the same cadence about how you treat yourselves and other people. And I know that it sounds so simple here. There's something here about the simplicity of the two of you meant to be together. And it's literally because the both of you are nice people. You know, like when you're a nice person or when you're a sweetheart, when you're a kind hearted person, it can feel very easy to be taken advantage of by people who don't have that capacity for kindness. And so, for many years, I'm sure many of us have been in relationships, friendships, partnerships, what have you, where it seems like we had to keep pouring into other cups that were empty in an attempt to show them love or some form of kindness that they don't even know how to create or conjure themselves. They conjure fake love. I feel here like there's some type of message and hanged man energy. Like, are you listening yet? Has the coconut hit you over the head yet? Are you ready to change yet to align with the simple, honest fact and the honest alignment in your life, the honest pathway that the person who came across to you as a sweetheart is probably a sweetheart, just like how you are. And don't you think that two sweethearts who know how to take care of each other's emotions and to take care of each other should be together? Instead of the laborious conflict of always trying to prove your level of kindness to someone else who's always changing the goalpost of your value. I feel like trusted, thank you. I feel like there's something so simple here. More, please. Thank you. Okay. Earth Angel. Thank you. Earth Angel. Earth Angel. Won't you be mine? Ooh, that was off pitch. Sorry. Star energy here. In the divine feminine, this person is headed right to you. Earth Angel. Earth Angel. Won't you be mine? Your heart is sweet. You're so kind, Earth Angel. Six of Swords. This person could be a singer. Okay. I think that they have shown, we have Confusion, Illusion, Page of Swords, and Bliss, Obsessed, Trash Box. You know what else has happened here? This hater is so confused at the fact that you are actually still living a fulfilled life, even though they've been trying to confuse this person away from you. I feel like there's something here where it's like this was never actually about the man, or this was never actually about receiving the love or whatever it is. There was something here where they wanted to divert you away from a pathway because they wanted you to feel miserable. So it's not just like, oh, I want to take this from this person or I want to do that to this person to get back at them. It's like they took this thing or they attempted to take this thing from you because what they wanted to have was to see you miserable, to see you upset. In some ways, it's like this is so funny. In some ways, it's like this person thought they were taking candy from a baby. So they tried to take this candy away, lo and behold, only to find out that the baby is a vegetarian that doesn't have a sweet tooth. It's like you ended up fulfilling yourself just fine. And so essentially, this person really hasn't taken anything from you. So they're left feeling incredibly dissatisfied with themselves. They know that they have lost again. Okay. Anything else here, Most High? Yeah, Intuitive Kev and endings. They are ready to end this part of the message. Thank you, Divine. The Chariot. This person is traveling to you. Okay? Abundance. This person's traveling to you, and they are ready to manifest a life with you now. Okay? Thank you, Kipperish. Thank you. Pop, pop, pop. Okay. So let me take a sip of water. Thank you, Divine. I'm going to ring the bell a bit. Okay. All right. Joie de vivre. Is there something else you would like to tell us? Any other messages that we have to come through on this day? We have the Fool, King of Cups, Nine of Wands. Thank you. I'm hearing that this person is tired of beating themselves up. I'm even hearing something, Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm even hearing that this Pisces is tired of beating themselves up over how they feel. There's some form of, give me some time here with the Nine of Wands to the Fool to the King of Cups. You know, this is similar to a type of energy where someone feels like if they make a decision, right? This is when they were trying to figure out what to do about how they feel about you. It's like they, in some ways, would be ready to hurt themselves to avoid hurting other people, but they're realizing that they can no longer live that way. That they're the one who is taking the beating, like they're the one who is taking the pain, like they're the one who is getting beat up for not listening to how they truly feel. And I think they came to realize with the Fool energy here, they finally had to take that leap of faith. They had to do something different. They have to travel now. They have to move to be closer to you, because otherwise the situation where they were getting beat up was not getting any better. It's like they foolishly thought, isn't this like water sign energy too, where it's like you have a fantasy about something, you take somebody back, you think that it means they're going to change, and it doesn't change. So I think this person had to realize that they kept beating up their emotional body, like literally. I'm getting like this person waking up in the morning and having their hands on each side of the sink and just like, how do I say, just like hunched over this sink, like feeling defeated when they look in the mirror because they're not living the type of life that they want to live. So I think this person realized they were only defeating themselves by not owning up to the emotions that they have for you. And even if it seems like they may get beat up by others in the process, so to speak, at least they would stop inflicting the pain upon themselves. So with the Fool energy here, they've made the decision to do differently. Death, yes, they have. And that came with an ending to something else. What would you like to show me, Joie de Vivre? Thank you. Okay, I think that this is a King of Coins. His energy is coming out again. Show me this Page of Wands. Yeah, he wants to talk. Show me King of Coins, please. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Cards are a bit sticky. Upset, Three of Swords. Yes, he was. Okay. Three of Cups. The cards are a bit sticky. Show me, please. Okay. Okay, what do you want? Thank you. Justice, okay. The World. Okay, I'm not sure. Two of Wands, Ace of Cups. That seems like he's ready to end the message here with the Three of Cups. Like, I see this person taking you out on a date. Three of Cups is social energy. It's friendship. It's, you know, when you go out with someone and the only intention you have is just to enjoy their company, to laugh, to enjoy life. Three of Cups is very merry, merry energy. Like, no expectations. Let's get some fruit and sit in the park. Three of Cups here. I just want to be your friend. I just like being around you. I'm not asking for anything from you. I feel here like King of Coins, justice in the world is a very direct message. They're coming through to set things into balance again. Earth angel, earth angel, hermit, won't you be mine? Hermit, Five of Wands. Three of Swords. Yeah, this person's really speaking here. Queen of Wands. Look at this. Ten of Wands and the Ace of Cups. They're literally saying, like, number one, this ex-partner, ex-girlfriend, whoever this Queen of Wands is, it's completely over and done with because there was some level of abuse here. And that can look like many different ways. There was a level of a toxic partnership here. And this King of Coins literally had to sit in silence with this hermit energy and ask himself, why is he tolerating this? Queen of Wands keeps coming out. This hater energy, this woman who hates on you, Divine Feminine, she keeps coming out with the Five of Wands. So much conflict, anger, aggression being triggered. Not being able to, there's just something here about like the immaturity, the clapback, the pettiness. And I feel like this King of Coins is like, how does this person even represent me as a person? And I'm dating them. He really had to look into himself and who he understands himself to be as a King of Coins and realize that he has been putting up with this woman. And it doesn't matter who she is. He got back with her, or he got with her fully knowing who she is and how she acts and how aggressive she is, the type of pain, the patterns of pain that they experience in their relationship. He was fully aware of this. And I think what he was carrying in his mind was the fact that he felt like he had to fix her. But with this hermit energy, instead he realized that this is not the type of woman that is going to change. Instead, he needs to change himself and make himself unavailable to her. Right? Have you ever been in this type of a situation where you thought, like, maybe this person will grow up, maybe this person will change how they act? I fought with them so many times. Maybe this one conversation, this one session, this one couples therapy, like whatever. This one thing will help to change this person and their behaviors. No. Ten of Wands to the Ace of Cups at the split of the deck here. This person's heart became so heavy. They realized that this wasn't about changing the other person. This was about them accepting Give me a minute here. This was about them accepting mistreatment themselves. This King of Coins realized that them being in this relationship was another area that they had to work on within themselves for the literal for the literal fact that they even put up with this behavior said something about them and their self-esteem. Okay? They're also telling me here that this may be a little raw when you first start dating and seeing this person. So what they're showing me here is this person may flinch a little bit when you, or if you end up raising your voice. Okay. They're showing me that this King of Coins, they may be somewhat conflict avoidant. Okay. And it's because of this rawness that they're feeling around how much arguing and drama and trauma that happened in this past relationship. He's confirming to you that it's over. Yes. But I also see here the two of you supporting each other in having a corrective relationship type of experience. Okay? Okay. Show me. Thank you. 8 of Pentacles. Thank you. The Moon. To the Chariot. This shit is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna say this here. Whoever this Queen of Wands is, she got some type of tip off, or she got some type of even intuitive nudge that this King of Coins was leaving. And I feel like this is when this King of Coins finally decided with this Fool energy to leave town, to move across the country, to do this move, whatever it is. And this move is actually intentionally directed towards him being closer to you, Divine Feminine. When this Queen of Wands got this inkling, this King of Coins literally had to plan this move in secret. Literally, 8 of Coins, the Moon to the Chariot. He had to plan all of this in secret so that she wouldn't find out, so that she wouldn't know, with the 4 of Wands here, that he was moving or that he's going to a new community. That he's going to a new community and that he wants to be in a whole new relationship. This is quite serious. Right? Imagine how threatening that feels. To have a partner or an ex-partner that you need to slowly plan an escape from so that it doesn't get sabotaged. So that she doesn't try to track you down and figure out where you're going. Okay? I'm happy. Yeah, 4 of Cups. I'm happy that he has been able to escape this. Anything else you want to show me, King of Coins? The Fool, exactly. He has received the divine gift to escape this, and he has taken that opportunity to leave. 4 of Coins. He's taking his money, whatever he has in his bank account, and he's leaving. Now, I want to tell you here with the 4 of Coins showing up here specifically, yes, he had to keep a secret. He kept these plans to himself, couldn't tell friends, didn't tell family, didn't tell anyone because he didn't want to risk it being sabotaged in any type of way. And I think as a part of this, I don't know if they had mutual accounts in some type of way, but she also would have noticed like, hey, where did all of your money go? Or like, it seems like these transactions have been coming through the account. What have you been doing? Like, or like you're spending differently, or why aren't you spending as much money on me? He had to even keep his spending habits under wraps so that he could go somewhere new. I'm hearing Cheers. How does this go? Where everybody knows your name. Something like that. Okay? Where nobody knows your name. Okay? This man could be Australian because don't they say cheers? Or is that British? Okay, something like that. 4 of Coins here to the Fool. So I do feel like this man has taken what he has in his bank account or in some type of secret account, and he has facilitated this move. Okay? Page of Swords, exactly, in the reverse, so that he wouldn't be watched and tracked. 4 of Swords. Anything else here, King of Coins? Okay. Queen of Cups, he says he loves you. He no matter what the outcome of this situation is, I want you to know, Divine Feminine, and I feel like this is the masculine speaking here. He's saying that regardless of what this outcome is, he wants you to know that he is eternally grateful to you for even showing him the inspiration to get out of this situation. So yes, he wants to be with you. Yes, he loves you. Yes, he wants to be in a relationship with you. And in any case, even at its bare minimum, he feels so much love and appreciation for you, inspiring him to love himself enough to leave a toxic situation that was causing his demise and downfall. So, if anything, he's always got love for you because you showed him the potential of a better life that he could be living. And yes, this better life, he wants it to include you and it is inspired by you. But I feel here like he's literally saying, like, you are a reason why I chose to improve my life. And that is such a huge compliment that you are literally the reason why someone decided to better themselves, to dig themselves out of a hole. Ace of Cups. Let's do final messages here, please. Thank you. Ten of Swords reversed, Ten of Cups reversed. King of Cups. He feels like he has a lot of baggage from this past relationship. Two of Swords. Ooh. Knight of Wands. He does feel like he has a lot of baggage, and he's hoping with the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck that you'll kind of be able to work through it, or you'll be, how do I want to say, like you'll be partners to support each other through it. But it may take some work. Okay? Strength, Ace of Wands, Ten of Wands. It may take some work, but he's willing to do it. It's like he's willing to release the baggage of this past partnership that created a lot of emotional damage for him. He's willing to do it now. And again, you've inspired him to do this, to carry those 10 wands in a different way. You see, before he was carrying these 10 wands on his heart in this relationship that was weighing down his heart every day, slowing him down, turning his life into like a slug. As though he was a slug and this person was pouring salt on him, like shriveling him up every day. Instead, he would prefer to take those 10 wands and to be in strength and Ace of Wands energy, carrying them with a sense of pride about what he's been through and how he has overcome it. Death. Yes, he has. Okay. Seven of Wands. Okay. Thank you, King of Coins. All right, so I'm going to try pulling from one other deck to see if there's anything else that this masculine wants to share with you. Thank you, Divine Creator. He does seem somewhat secretive, like he doesn't want to share too much. But yes, he's on his way to see you. Masculine, do you want to tell us a bit more about how the viewer would know who you are? Ace of Wands. Sorry, Ace of Cups to the Six of Wands. How would the viewer know who this masculine is, please? High Priestess. You already know. A pomegranate could be significant, but I feel here like you already know. High Priestess. And if anything, this message is either a confirmation for you or you're going to receive a confirmation about who this person is. You'll get an intuitive nudge. You ever notice, like, this has actually happened to me a couple of times where, like, I've been having a regular day, going through, doing my day-to-day, whatever type of stuff, and then all of a sudden a person's name will pop into my mind. Or like I said, a song will pop into my mind. And then it's like, maybe I'll look on social media. It turns out that person is in town. Turns out that person is going to travel to somewhere near me in the next couple of days. I feel here with the High Priestess, you'll know. Don't you trust your intuition here? You'll know. Ace of Wands. Yeah, you're going to know. I even feel here, and I'm going to say this, I even feel here like you may feel more turned on, like in your body. You may actually feel like an invigoration of sexual energy in your body. And you're going to wonder, like, where is that coming from? Or, hey, like maybe I'm just feeling a bit friskier lately. I feel like that actually comes from the body preparing itself or feeling the sonar of this person's auric field approaching you. Ten of Discs. Anything else here, Divine? Thank you, Cosmic Family. They want to talk about this Ten of Discs. They want to talk about legacy, family. What do you want to tell me about the Ten of Discs, please? The other thing that I'll say here is you and this person may create some form of like a multicultural or like a multiracial type of family together. This person is your legacy. You're each other's legacy here. Empress, yeah, you are. If this is for you, I do see you having pregnant. Okay, I was gonna say having sex. I do see you and this person getting pregnant. Oh, wow. Seven of Wands to the 10 of Cups. This is what I'm going to tell you, sweetheart, because you're showing up as the Queen of Discs here now. You're showing up as the Queen of Discs and now the Queen of Cups. Okay? Whoever this message is for, honey, this King of Coins is your partner. You will come together. You will get pregnant very soon. And this person is coming through to protect even your wish fulfillment to have a family. Seven of Wands here. So perhaps feminine energy, you've been focused on the 10 of Discs. Maybe you've been focusing with the Queen of Discs energy here on your money, on your business, on like developing a skill, maybe a degree, making money, setting up a financial foundation for yourself. This person is coming through because you also deserve this wish fulfillment of being a parent, being a mother, having children, and raising a home with someone else. They're coming in to defend their legacy with you. And that includes financial legacy and relationship legacy. Get ready, girl. Get ready, child. Get ready, sis. Get ready, bruh. Because they're telling you that 10 of Discs and 10 of Cups, yes, is your legacy. And this person is coming through finally because they're listening. The Hermit, finally because they listened. The Hermit and Death, you are not single anymore. As far as the ethers are concerned, you are no longer single. Okay? All right, let's do final messages. Ace of Cups again. Final messages from Kipperish, please. I don't think Kipperish wants to talk. They're saying that they're kind of feeling out of balance. Seven of Swords. Okay. Final messages, please, from Kipperish. Change. Okay, they don't, Ace of Cups. They don't want to talk while this energy is on the board. Okay. Thank you, Kipperish. Final messages, Kipperish, please. I have cleared the board. Thank you. Final messages, please. Yeah. This is your birthright. So this is the final message here. Your birthright is 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles, Divine Feminine. And what happened here on this pathway to you receiving this abundance? And what I want to tell you is abundance is not only money. right? Just like how wealth is not only money. People can feel a sense of wealth because they have such loving friends, such loving family. They have such a beautiful home. There are so many layers to abundance and wealth in our lives. And what they're showing me here is on this pathway to what your birthright is, which is abundance, somebody inserted an entity. It was this flying monkey, the hater, the Queen of Wands, who had an entity attachment to them and who did for some time period, and now it's done, but they entrapped a masculine here to try to interrupt his pathway to you, to the abundance. Now this flying monkey is in the reverse and justice is being served because this entity attachment, the pathway with them has been closed. This man who you're meant to be with has ascended to the point where this entity attachment, it can't find the pathway. It's as though the aperture has now broken down any form of pathway and connection between your divine masculine and the entity. So the aperture has literally crossed over into a different reality. Justice and abundance here. The two of you do deserve each other. You and this divine masculine. Final messages here, joie de vivre. The Fool. Final messages here, joie de vivre. If finally appeared, it was only love. Seven of Swords on the fence. Ace of Swords, King of Cups, Seven of Swords reversed. Show me the Hierophant. Four of Coins, the World. Eight of Wands. Okay, I'll say. Excuse me. Nine of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Judgment in the reversed. The divine is also telling you it's not only that this man, made the decision to follow this karmic pathway to be with this feminine who had an entity attachment. He also had to go through the karma for the fact that he made that decision. Okay? So that's also a part of the pathway that he had to take here. So I don't know how long this took for the two of you to come together, so to speak. And that's not really even the point. The Hierophant and the Fool energy with Judgment reversed is the divine saying, like, this person's on the right pathway now, but with Judgment in the reversed, they needed to learn the lesson. So pay attention over the next 2 weeks, because with the Nine of Wands and the Page of Wands here, the divine is going to continue to give you messages about this person's development. This Hierophant energy, and I feel like this could be a spirit guide and or an ancestor. This is the one who kept saying to your divine masculine, are you going to listen yet? Are you listening yet? Are you going to keep degrading your heart? Are you going to keep denying your needs? Are you listening yet? Are you listening yet? So there's a particular ancestor here. I think it could be a grandmother, down your lineage, they're telling me, who you can thank for supporting this divine masculine to rectify his pathway to you. Okay. Final messages, please. Cosmic family, just one or two, please. The Tower. Ten of Swords. Ooh. Show me. The Lovers. Ooh. The Queen of Wands. Check that shit out. Yo, I can't make this up. Like, who has been watching this video from the very beginning? The Queen of Wands energy keeps coming out. And it's coming out within the same context of being someone who, like, literally caused a traumatic history and a traumatic past with your partner. So I do feel here like, yes, there is some sensitivity that you'll need to have about what this man has been through. But evidently, luckily, this man has seen the light somehow with the Hierophant energy. He has listened to this ancestor and he got himself the fuck up out of there. Ace of Swords on top of the Queen of Wands, because he realized that how this Queen of Wands treats him is intentionally sadistic. My candle just flickered. 10 of Swords to the Tower is like someone who keeps hurting you on purpose. Especially with the Ace of Swords to the Queen of Wands here, seeing the tricks and the patterns that this woman plays on him clearly, and then in the other end, trying to act like they're lovers, they're meant to be together. We're star-crossed lovers, we are soulmates, we're this, we're that. Really, because it seems like you're the Tower and the 10 of Swords. It seems like you put swords in my back and you destroy everything that I try to make of myself. Ooh, this is a handler energy if I've seen one. If I've ever seen one. And not only this is the other part here, which I do not like. Not only this, but it's like this Queen of Wands would emotionally abuse your partner and then literally turn around and ask him for money. That's the crazy part here. Would literally turn around, hurt him, and then say like, oh, I need some money for this. I need some money for that. And it's, again, I think that this person, 8 of Cups and 10 of Discs, exactly. I'm really grateful that your husband, your masculine, your partner has escaped this type of dynamic. Because it was only fraying his nervous system. It was going to make him sick one day, honestly. 10 of Swords to the Tower is someone being under so much stress and grief and pain that they end up just getting sick about it. And then on top of that, it was running his pockets empty and dry. He would have nothing to give. The Lovers to the 5 of Discs, he would receive nothing from her, barely have anything to give, and then still give her his last dime. 8 of Cups to the 10 of Discs. He's come to realize, Emperor, 7 of Wands, he's grown up a bit, but he's come to realize with the 8 of Cups to the 10 of Discs that his legacy, his 10 of Discs, is elsewhere. Good on you, masculine. Final card, masculine, that you have. Emperor, final message that you have to the feminine, please. One card to close this out. The Chariot once more, and it brings us back to the start of this reading. The final message that this man wants to let you know is that he's on his way. Literally, physically, he's on his way to you, to your town, to a city near you. He's coming to see you, and he will make it known that you want to be seen by him. I know I said that backwards, but he's making it known that like you're a reason or you're an intention behind his movement here. Okay? All right. Thank you, Divine. Yes, Knight of Cups and Strength. Wow. Wow. Okay? He is ready to come in and to romance you, and he's going to try very hard to do it. 9 of Wands, because he knows that it's worth it with you. Okay, everyone. I hope that you have found this reading helpful, supportive, loving. I know it's been a hot minute since I've done a channeling and a reading. I can even feel that a bit myself. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for also clicking that see more button so that you could see everything that's in my description box. I have an Amazon wish list. You can also donate to my channel through Cash App. And you can also ask for a personal reading just by emailing me at ANONNIESTEMPLE@gmail.com. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for liking, subscribing. I will see you in the next one, and y'all be good. Most High Divine Creator, I close out the energy of this reading and I close the portal that I've been peering and looking within and through. I call my energy back to me brilliant, purified, and cleansed and detached from any remnants picked up along the way. Thank you for veiling this energy from the haters and from anything and anything, physical and non-physical, that may try to interfere, even through their intention or ignorance. They are blocked from this beloved love, connection, and partnership. Ashe. Okay, I'll see you in the next one, and y'all be good. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.